Well, good morning on the, I don't know what it is with me and cats, but yeah, it came for a drink of water, so I nipped through to get the camera. There's a new cat. When I looked out, that's the sort of thing that that other mother cat would have done. And ate the food for the birds. So it's the 23rd of April, isn't it, Annie? There we go. Another cat to come and visit Andy. She's back for another drink, is she? Yeah, she is. So it's nice to look after all the creatures, Andy, isn't it? Yes, I wonder if this one will start coming indoors as well. There must have been some sort of word set out that if you want looked after, go and see Andy. No, she's gone now. A lovely morning going to be. But anyway, I must get on with my coffee. Otherwise my brain won't operate correctly. Coffee and cigaretto. Thank you, Annie. Well, hello again on the 23rd of April, Annie. St George's Day for the English, I think, isn't it? Yes. And I think it's the Queen's birthday, isn't it? Well, Her Majesty, who passed away in September 22. Yeah, she would have been 100. She, the same age as, well, it doesn't matter. Anyway, look at this wonderful spot we found. Well, I've never been in at the back there. I've obviously been, I stopped here for coffee, but it's closed. I've been in here before, so it was a great place to stop. I'm at Tullybannacha. On the south side of the 85, between, well, heading from Comrie to St Fillan's. A delightful day, beautiful afternoon. I was busy in the house this morning, so I couldn't really get moving properly. Chores, getting all the chores done. But I'm sad to see this place, because this was a wonderful, they used to sell a really decent cake and delightful strong coffee. It was a fine place just to sit and gaze out the window, which I like doing. I like gazing. But I went into this place here. It's a pity I didn't take my camera the first time round. Mind you, that would have created a bit of suspicion, I'm sure. But it is absolute Aladdin's cave of everything you could imagine, all in this little spot, including plants. So I couldn't resist getting myself a great big lump of rosemary. £5.50, which I thought, that's not bad actually, Andy. A fiver for that, so that will go for many, many decent meals. I understand if you take rosemary and you boil that up and let it cool, and then use the liquid and put it through your grey hair, it will turn it back to its natural colour. It will turn it darker. So for anyone like myself who's getting grey hairs all over the damn place, I stick my head in a bucket of rosemary, which has been boiled vigorously. Although they say it's best not to touch your hair. There's nothing worse than seeing somebody with dyed hair. It looks ghastly. It just doesn't do anything with your skin tone matches up with your hair naturally. So if you fuck that up, then you look as stupid. I think it's worse for gentlemen who try and hide it with all sorts of variant creams and just for men. You can always tell somebody that uses just for men. The hair is, well, it looks like that exterior of that wood painted over with dark creosote, lifeless as well. And that's what Just for Men does to your hair. Now you better let it go natural. In fact, there's nothing better than seeing someone of my age with fine, groomed, grey hair. Proud to have grey hair. In fact, I was talking about grey hair there, just you didn't probably see him, but there's a gentleman passed me. He had no bloody hair, so when I was shouting out about grey hair. But I'm pleased at this rosemary, Annie. I'm also pleased I've got a pre-rolled, and I'm going to get stuck in about it. And I say vigorously, I will vigorously exercise my lungs accordingly. But I have to tell you what a pleasant place this is, and it's a shame that that's not open, because that was a bit of a gold mine, to be honest, in previous years. And I would come in here in the morning, I would sit with a steaming hot cup of coffee and cake with a fork. You should give the cake with a fork. And sit and stare at the windows, I say, and then drive west for the whole day. So they've changed the name, yeah, they have. They've changed it. It's called the Hideaway, Home, Garden and Gifts. So it's no longer Tully Banachor. Although Tully Banachor, the sign is over there, isn't it? Eat, drink and shop. Well, and of course there's a place over there that I've never been in my life, called the 20 Shilling Wood Caravan Park. I've never had an opportunity to go in there for any reason. I don't think I want to. Unless it was to fetch some fallen birch timber or something like that for my fire. With that easterly winds picking up again, Andy, it'll be a case of, you know, I'm going to Rannoch tomorrow, that's my plan. I'm going to go up to Rannoch. Chance to clear the head, get some exercise in. I'm going to go down to the water somewhere. I'm going to find some river and sit and exercise a period of meditation and you know, allow the water to carry away any worries and stuff from me. This Copper Beach here is ready to burst into action. You can see the leaves just ready to appear. Beautiful town spring, isn't it? In fact, that's wind is actually turned slightly to a more southerly, south-southeasterly direction. So it's not. But you can imagine just sitting in there inside the cafe arena. You don't get any of the noise of the traffic really. You just stare at everything going by. I really enjoy that sort of behaviour, just sitting, you know, gaping at the world as it moves on without me. Anyway, let's get this cigarette all sparked up, Andy. Unfortunately, there's no coffee served in this place. I fancy just a little coffee. Well, they serve them at the weekend, she says, but that's all. But at least I got my rosemary. I'm happy with that, Andy. Yeah. So I've stopped off at Clachan. I'm going up to Clachan Head for a cup of tea. But I've come inside the car because the wind coming from the east is, well, it's pretty strong. And quite chilling, actually, to be exposed to that. So even if you're up in the mountains a day like this, you'll be pretty cold quickly. Never mind about all that, Andy. Look at the beautiful landscape we have here. Of course, the springtime for me is always It's always a reminder that life is life's short. You can count up the springs, can't you? You can count up all your Aprils and Mays in your life, and you'll find that if you know how quickly the season comes and goes, really. We wait all winter for this time of year, you know. We wait all the time from October till for the spring days when things are calmer, and the butterflies and bees and birds are all happy, and the blossoms and the leaves and the trees are all showing face. It truly is a wonderful time. But as I say, it's a reminder that life is incredibly short for all of us on this planet. And for every hour of a day it's wasted, it's you know, it's time that can never be purchased back. Every wasted day on the couch, or every wasted day or month or year. I suppose in some respects if there's illness involved, then there's not a lot you can do about it, and that's very sad. And that applies to me as well during the winter. But it's just a glorious time of year, and that's all I can tell you. Hello again. Yes, please. So I've arrived at Clachan Head. I'm going to the Clachan. I'm going to get a cup of tea. If it's warm enough, I'll sit out in the veranda. If not, I'll take a seat inside and enjoy. 22 minutes past 3, Andy. Well done, you. I like these when you can just do your own thing. Well, I say, nothing was planned last night for our early trip anywhere, so in fact I had an appointment, but bloody I thought today was the 28th of April. I don't know what got in my brain. And I thought there was something wrong with it. This morning we looked at everything, I thought, why is all the dates wrong today? Of course it was my brain that was wrong. Yeah, I'm sure if you lived in Scotland today, you probably don't need any reminder that it's a lovely day. And the trouble is, there's so much to bloody do. I was out yesterday doing all necessary chores in the garden, but it's there's such a lot to do. It's impossible to get everything done, and your washing cycles are, you know, getting everything done, putting the rope and dried and put away, and there's just so much to do. So I much prefer the idea of just putting a haversack on your back and taking your staff and wandering aimlessly in the countryside for miles and miles and miles. Of course, it was possible in the olden days without all the traffic there is now. And people were much more accommodating and courteous. You could chap somebody's doors. Yeah, I've had a long walk in. Any chance of a cup of tea and a sandwich, please? Of course, come in. Where have you heading to, and where have you come from? Sit yourself down. 2 sugars? Yes, please. A little milk, yeah? Oh yes, thank you. Would you like a scone? No, I don't want to trouble you. Have a scone. It was just brilliant. But now everybody just wants to take money out your pockets, or well, in a sense, Andy, it's really people driving past with their bloody £90,000 Land Rovers and stuff like that, and I don't know, everything's just about materialistic ideologies and what you've got. And I mean, some people are not even happy having a car or a house. They've got to have a bloody 3 cars at the door, and a caravan, and a boat, and a place to put your skis on the bloody roof as well. I couldn't be arsed with all that. No, I just couldn't be bothered with it, Andy. No, definitely not. So this is the Clachan inside. I had a meal here last year. I was sitting over there, I think, and it was lovely. And the wood burning stove, of course. Yes, I best watch background music. YouTube gets upset with copyright. Mind you, I don't think even YouTube will know who's singing that damn song. Sounds awful. But it's a decent place in here, but it's always packed out on well, as you'd expect on the Highland Games Day in July. You can't get moving here. It's absolutely chocker. It's a good wee bar. And I'll show you that. Oh, hiya. Can I get I'll just take a wee picture of your bar. So that's the bar there, and you can see scones and all the rest of it all laid out, and it's a wonderful place, as I say. You're quite busy just now, are you? So there we go. I think people wonder what I do with this camera, because I seem to have it permanently stuck beside my nose. Maybe because I'm a nosy bastard. I don't know, but anyway, everywhere I go, I just take the, I'm going to sit here, don't want to get having to clamber the whole way out to the furthest table, but I said I was going to have a cigarette, so that's fine, just I'll take it out for you. It's not so bad here. I thought the where we were, right along that direction, the wind was coming, funneling right through, but where we are here, it's perfect, you know. So I'm not trying to be funny, but you see this daffodil here? It's King Alfred. Well, he's actually, it's a she, Andy, and she's shouting over, Andy, hello. I was sitting, sipping my tea and facing the other way with my cigarette, and I heard this cry. It was a daffodil. And she's been speaking to me and said, I've been sleeping underneath this big pot inside it all winter, and I recognised your vehicle passing often. And I thought, one day I'm going to get a chance to see you, and then here we are today. So she was saying, how are you doing? I said, oh, not bad. It's a very pleasant day, isn't it? Yes. I strongly recommend that everybody talks to plants and birds and trees, and flowers, and just everything, anything that's living. Speak to it. Even the dead. I'll tell you why. Look at that dead tree. But no, it's not dead, Eddie. There's life in it yet. No, these are strawberries. These are strawberries, Annie. It's a strawberry plant that's been put in there. Oh well, the old tree's dead, right enough. Yes. It's probably been killed purposely. I don't know, but I bet it was a grand tree at one point in time. It's a smashing building, isn't it? It's all very well maintained, I have to say. It's a very popular place, of course. I'm still thoroughly enjoying this tea. It's a great cup of tea actually. It's one of the best cups of tea I've had in a long time. I must inquire as to what tea bags she's using. Oh, here they are. It's Tetley, but that's not the same bloody Tetley you get in a shop, is it? No, it's definitely not. Yeah, you've chose the right location today, Andy. It's just perfect here. So let's put the camera away and give people a rest from listening to your damn voice. Yes. Not only presently in the company along this way, but also to the viewers. They must be fed up listening to you. Yeah. Well, I should say that's Ben Hour. There's a couple of bits of snow up there, and over that way for Belwydder, snaking its way down by Lough Foyle for all the way to Inver Loch Arag. Yeah, it's all very good. I never went back to Edenship. The people very kindly got in touch and said, yes, please do come up. These are the owners who are overseas. I think they lived in Hong Kong or something. And after all the inquiries I made and all this is a couple of years ago, maybe more. I think it was 2023 or 24. But after all the negotiations and time and events, they gave me a number to call, and they would give access to the property to take photographs. I must try and find if I can get that mobile number. They wonder where the hell I've been. But I might phone them one time and say, I'm sorry I'm a couple of years late, 3 years late, but do you mind if I come up and take a couple of snapshots? And I want to present you with this little book that's been signed by someone who stayed at Edenship back in 1923, I think it was, or 29. Yes, I must try and do that. These are the things you should be doing in the winter and getting organised for your spring trails, not spring trails. Of course, I'm not sure if you're aware, but the Clachan Hotel here in Loch Earn Head, they were the winners of the 1982 Nobel Peace Prize. It came as a bit of a shock to most people in the area, but I wasn't surprised at all. And apparently it's because of the sandwiches, you know, and a piece of cheese with pickle. I think that was the decider. That's how they won the Nobel Peace Prize. Or was it a piece and jam? Can't quite remember. I think it was a piece and jam, Andy. Yeah, someone stopped from the Nobel organisation and said, could you make us a piece and jam, please? Yes, what sort of jam? Have you got any apricots? I'll have a look. What about blackcurrant? We've got a lot of blackcurrant. No, I want apricot. And apparently they came back and said, yes, we've got apricot. No, give me a piece of apricot jam, please. Smear it quite thickly. And it was all given in very fresh bread. And that's how they won the Nobel Peace Prize, wasn't it? Yes, Andy. Yes. Hello there. Were you born in March or April? You look like you're born in March. Yes. Nice to see you. I remember your grandfather and your grandmama. Yes, I do. Just a quick stop on the Marie Road on my return journey home. I knew the car would come. The car's parked awkwardly round the back. I wanted Peace to take this picture, mister. But look at the blackthorn. That's the blossom of the blackthorn. I'm going round to get a better picture. But it is late. I mean, this is the third week. We went to the last week of April. It's quite late for the blackthorn. Isn't that absolutely magical? I said 1,000 times in my channel, but there's a lot of nosy bastards in the Strathern. You can't do anything in this territory without them peering at you. There's another vehicle past me and they wonder what the hell I'm doing, but I don't care what they think I'm doing. They probably didn't even notice the beautiful blackthorn blossom. It's absolutely stunning. We've cut away a lot of the hawthorn, but these blackthorns, I mean, even they have done a lot of destruction in this road since I first, well, as I first recall. There's been a lot of cutback. I suppose to prevent the livestock getting trapped into the thorns of the blackthorn. But look at that. And what that does, that provides the berries for sloe gin in the autumn. You wait for the first frost, big black berries, and they make great jams, but they're the main ingredient for sloe gin, which I have made. It's very potent stuff, homemade sloe gin, I'll tell you that. Very potent indeed. But this is just gorgeous. It's difficult to get it just perfect with the sunlight, you know. Just need a bit lower sunshine, to be perfectly honest. Or the first gasps of the sun in the morning, late in the evening. I think I'm probably conscious that that's 4x4 and horse box. Well, they're going to find my car around the corner parked terribly, as though it's been abandoned, but I couldn't help it. I couldn't park in front of the gate in case the farm or the shepherd needs access to the lambs that I showed you. But it is really special. It's really special. You can get to every single flower. Absolutely millions of them. Very decorative indeed, Andy. A very pleasant scent. Just a delicate scent, nothing too powerful, but that gives all the moths and butterflies and the early bumblebee a opportunity to get something to feed upon. See, this was all hedges before. Everywhere you go, they take down the hedges. But anyway, I've had a pleasant day actually. I've quite enjoyed myself. Take my mind off things of late, and I have. And the strange thing is, I was listening to the piping programme, and there's a piece by Stuart Liddell, great piper, and that's the very piece of piping music they used, well, they played it when I was up at and staying at no, not Dame. The time I went to it's the time I went to, what do you call it, Annie? The hotel in just at Kinlochranach, and had lunch. Yeah, I was staying at the Athol Arms Hotel in Blair Athol. Yes, it was. And then you drove back by Brewer, and that's when you listened to that 16-minute piece of piping music, Pibroch. And that's what was played today, so it made it a bit special actually. Here's my car, where it's parked. It's not bad any, but it's on the straight, people can see it, but at the same time it's not off the road really. I dare say if the bobbies passed, they'd stop and slap something on top of the windscreen to say you're booked. What a gorgeous day though, it really is, it's fabulous. I hear the bumblebees and stuff over there. Not the background machinery. Of course, living in a rural agricultural area as we are in Strathern, right across the whole of Perthshire simply, but mainly in the fertile Strathern Valley, crikey, you can't travel anywhere without meeting a bloody tractor. Especially in the spring and in the harvest time. Constant. And yet you never see any of these farmers, you never see them anywhere. They spend their whole damn life on the farm, ploughing fields or sowing or harvesting, tending to the livestock. Even along here, Andy, there was a lot of hawthorn as well, and dog rose for my rose hips. There's still some at the other end, but anyway, stop nattering. Yeah, great day. Anyway, I've made my soup at lunchtime for this evening. I put on mince. I'm having mince and tatties for tea, so it's all sort of half cooked. So that saves the job. And that will do me a couple of days, maybe even stretch it to 3 days. I made quite a big pot. With my onions and carrots. But it's not a great time of year for potatoes. The potatoes are at the very end of the season, and there's no taste to them. The expense of buying new potatoes is just not worth it. So this is the season for bolognese and chili con carne and stuff like that. Anything with rice or pasta. Of course, you don't need to buy any vegetables at this time of year because there's plenty garlic, mustard, and plenty wild garlic all round, and other things you can use. But let's go home and get some. I am quite peckish now. It's been a long time since breakfast. I haven't had anything at lunch at all.